jar in it? Because it's not.
You gotta be kidding me. No, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's my whole day.
You want me to?
No, I got it. It's my whole day. Everything goes smooth. Okay.
Hey, so you turned off?
Oh yeah. We're gonna turn it way up before we. Can you hear it like a lot at the side?
I actually don't hear it too bad, but I just remember I think it cuts on and cuts off, so I think that's more what it is. It's like
Yeah.
it changes the tone. If it's gonna stay on the whole time, it's fine. Or it needs to.
And can you make sure just the door's locked so
Mm-hmm.
no one wanders in here?
Do people wander in here?
Yes.
Every so often, yeah, someone
Yeah.
will come through here just to like solicit.
They're like just bold about it. They don't even like knock. They just fucking walk right
Yeah,
in.
it's like they consider it just like an open business.
So yeah, I just keep it locked.
Do you know why would you want to?
I have
I know, but I need you for the camera. Alright, well, we do have a tip jar once we're in here. Alright, so then I don't know if you heard this, but he was saying in some of the individual shots it was blurry, so I'm saying that what happens is if you're going in and out of depth, the focus will change. So I'll try to pay attention as much as I can.
Yeah,
But ideally,
I
yeah, you rock a lot more than he does.
Yeah, no, I move a lot
Yeah.
more in general. I like cross my legs and clear shit out.
What's it?
Like pull it down.
Oh, is my hair good or is it jacked up? I never determined that.
No, your hair looks good, yeah.
It's fine. I didn't know I was showing how much skin.
Did you already start the live?
I did.
Okay, cool. Alright, so then let's get everything rocking and rolling here. Alright, so,
What's that?
the dented one.
Same, they're all too.
Yeah, this is must. I
As
guess
soon
it
as
must
they
be-
fall on the floor, they die.
Or because we always have them like in the car, the bags get hot.
this camera's
I
rolling.
put them on the stool after the shower, their own's off.
Oh.
Almost consistently. It's like when I'm cleaning up, I'll pull it out of the nightstand, take the cord off, and I'll let it go inside on the stool.
Did you bring that over on purpose?
Yeah, actually I did. I forgot to put it on the list. We can talk about it after our studio slippers.
Alright, and now speeding, can you do a clap for me, Dan? He loves it. Alright, let's get cracking.
Let's get at it. Yeah,
Alright, so we're started?
that's it. That's how we start. Like we way started on live.
We started. Welcome
People
to
know Q&A. Sorry. Sorry.
welcome to the 2 Minutes One Nerd podcast. We're back here at Laughing Tree Studios and we're sitting on opposite sides.
Yeah, we're switch sides. We're gonna try to mix it up more on the podcast. So
You already moving forward and back.
I know. Well, I moved
30
out.
seconds.
It's not a hand talker. Like I can't talk and not move. It's impossible.
You can move, just go more like crab movement versus
Crab movement. Thank you, producer Crab. I will.
And you're timing us too.
I will now.
Yeah.
It's been a couple months, I mean,
Yeah.
Let us know where, I'll do the intro thing again, let us know
Let's
where.
do the intro thing again, and then let me ask you a question, because I was making sure I have Big Bird in frame. Right now, it kind of looks like you're in the center of the frame, and Ninja's almost had Big Bird's
I
on
can
the
come
other.
in.
Yeah,
Is my,
yeah, I think it would
is
be
my
better if you
close-up
guys,
messed up?
I'll move that a little bit, but I think you two
Okay, so
being,
he needs to move over.
Do you want me to move these pillows?
Yeah, just move into them. If you gotta move one, you can, but I would say move that circly one behind the maroon. Just throw it that way.
Throw it,
Okay.
like on the floor?
Throw this one and keep the maroon.
alright, I'm gonna cut because I think.
See, and that's the great thing about YouTube Live, we never cut.
Right, just so
Alright, so you want me to get over here further?
That's what she's saying.
Okay.
I think you're okay, Dan. You
Okay,
could be,
Dan?
go back a little
Oh,
bit
you
towards
go
Minda.
back. I have to get closer.
You had, yeah, Minda was like not liking you. We needed her to like you.
Okay.
I need more powers over.
Now you're saying it right.
Is that with me?
Good. Alright. Let me make sure you're good now, Minda. Oh yeah, the live is just totally having a great time with us right now. The most movie making, baby. Podcast in the making.
Well, that's why it's a behind the scenes, and
Yeah.
it's not, interesting.
It is interesting. Alright, Minda, camera rolling.
Hey there, I have a good side girl.
That's true. Yeah, she knows her side. And we got.
Gotta change all my pictures. So
Yeah, oh no, I just made her life so much harder, Dan.
She pretty much said.
She's gonna forget the whole time.
No, you just said if I stand on the right, I'm pretty much ugly, so I'll.
I did not. Dan, how do you live with this woman? I did not say that. Taking the words and scrambling them like eggs.
Oh, it's one of them, alright?
Alright, and sound speeding, so Dan, clap for us. Wait, what the fuck? You're gonna have to clap, I'm sorry.
You gotta reclap, kid.
Alright,
Hands
and then,
Hands in the middle?
My hands are, alright.
alright,
Okay.
so this is the thing about this. I don't wanna get big, maybe can Big Bird come closer a little bit?
I'm sure, we can make anything happen here.
Alright, I'm gonna move Big Bird a little bit closer.
Do
and
you want me,
then
I can
we'll-
do it for you, since you're looking at the shot.
Alright,
That would seem to.
we're back to having a
There's no
sloppy
point.
start with the.
No, I think this is,
I'm gonna leave it. I'm
People
gonna leave
wanna
the
know
cameras
what
rolling. I'm not
happens.
gonna.
people be like, oh, I saw that shot on Instagram, they just filmed it on their phone. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, nobody's doing that.
Yeah, Big Bird
Like
needs
a
to be
thousand
more.
takes.
There, that's better. And then Minda, yeah, sit more like on the center of the couch. You don't really see his hand. Don't worry. Move his head a little bit, leaning more into. Perfect.
Let me see if I can.
They were kinda had a stroke.
You can't see anywhere near behind Big Bird, right?
No, you don't see him at all. That's perfect.
Okay. Hopefully this.
Alright. Pop back in, and then I'm gonna have Dan clap where we are starting from.
Yeah.
And we're still working on everything, so Minda's in now. Minda, go closer to your husband, God damn it.
He's so beside me.
I don't know what to do with all the cats.
We should talk about them.
No, shut up.
They never talk about that.
Do you have a good fat side too?
Christ.
The other side up less chunky than the other side? I don't know.
I know, I have that one battery that wants to do the thing it was doing the last time, so I'm swapping it out before. That be a disaster. Okay.
Alright, I'll still have an extra battery.
We were here early today. We were.
You're
Okay.
cruising. Alright, we're ready for the clap.
Alright, we go ready for the clap?
We're ready for the clap.
Rolling on all fronts here?
Everything's been rolling.
Alright, we've been rolling. Alright, here we go. Welcome to the Two Mics, One Marriage podcast. We're back, we're on different sides. We are now showcasing what has been told is Linda's good side.
Yeah, I'm moving a lot already. I can't get comfortable. Yeah, so like, our producer, I was working on to move, but that's near impossible. I move my hands, I move my whole body. I think I'm like moving away from Dan while I'm talking, so I'm gonna try to reset.
Naturally.
Yes, my Dr. Steve tells me that I should, that's my chiropractor slash acupuncturist. He tells me I should be more cognizant about my posture.
But this was a big moment though. Abby told you what your good side is, which I think both your sides are great for the record.
No, before the podcast, I was like, what's your good side? And I was like, I could never figure it out. I didn't know how to figure it out. So she pretty much, she looked at me for a while and she had me go this way, this way. And then she goes, yo, you are super ugly on that right side, girl. You need to stay left your whole life.
It was incredibly harsh.
I didn't know. I didn't know I had to go left this whole time.
Yes, the views are gonna spike now.
Shit.
Now that we are on the proper sides, I mean, this is where it's gonna go viral.
I get it. Well, I'm gonna try to stop moving. But I'm probably not going to. See, I'm gonna get
See,
real
that's
weird.
natural,
Yeah, no, see how weird this is if I just stay like Dan? Yeah, you barely moved this whole podcast so
I know,
far.
I'm barely living.
Well,
I'm barely alive on this podcast.
you watch the stand-up clips and you kind of stay in the middle of the stage. I'm like pacing like a wild animal.
Yeah, no, I don't move very much in general in life anymore.
Like a sloth.
Yeah. I'm
The
real
sloth
slow.
of comedy.
I drive slow.
Yeah, you do. Well, hey, we're back. We get a new setup.
New setup. Yeah, I got Big Bird.
New setup. It's been a minute, so we've racked up the fights. So just keep watching. We'll be looking for you to weigh in on a lot here and at the live shows because we've taken it to the stage.
And this is almost, wait, no, this is the opposite of how we stand on stage. Normally you're to my right on stage.
Oh, well, that's going to have to change from here on out. From what I've learned today, you know, if I'm not left, it's not right. I had no idea. This is what happens when your mom's a top boy. Yeah, I know. It's that, and, you know, with your white graduation gown in high school, you wear brown shoes because it matched your dress. I had brown flowers on my white dress. Who knew?
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't realize until I was standing in line to go on stage and I was looking and everyone had clear shoes and silver shoes and adorable shoes that go with a nice white gown and I had brown.
You were walking, going up.
So
nice. Good hugs.
I mean, it looked great with the dress underneath, but man, it was, could have needed some guidance there.
Brown sketchers.
Yeah. What are you telling me? Everyone at my house was like, yeah, you look great. My mom didn't care. My dad's 400 pounds. Nobody cares how you look there. I'm like, are these rocking promo shirts? Come on.
Yeah. Alright, so, alright, want to get into our first topic here?
Well, I mean, I think it kind of goes into, I mean, what is it? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I'm wearing my studio slippers here.
Oh, this is what we're talking about.
Yeah, I like to Mr. Rogers it. So see, it's 1A. See, yeah, I added it in, so it's 1A. The next topic will be 1B because there was already a 1 when I added it. But what I wanted to talk about is how much I love these, and I don't know why you talk shit about it.
I don't talk shit about it. I don't think it's interesting.
Who doesn't need studio slippers? Like, I don't know why you don't get yourself a pair of studio slippers.
Because it's a waste of time. Why can't I just wear the same flip-flops that I wear?
No, like when you come in, you want to be immersed in comfort. How can you be your most creative if your feet aren't comfortable?
My feet have so many ingrown toenails that they're never in comfort. So that doesn't exist for me.
Oh no, I have great feet. It's because I wear studio slippers. You could really learn something from that. Like,
Sponsored by Skechers.
No, I wish I could give everyone a studio slipper when they walk in. When we're rich and famous, anytime you come in for a show, you get your own studio slipper, and that's the way we can make nobody wear shoes in the studio.
Well, we kind of do that with some of the shows where you have to put the things on your feet. That's
Yeah,
like a
but
studio
not here.
slipper.
Well, it is, but we can't make people put shoe covers on to come on laminate wood floor. Like,
You know, we don't
they're
want
not
this
gonna
stuff.
buy, yeah, like, oh yeah, don't buy that giant sticky beer stain from the last show, but we're gonna need you to take your shoes off. You don't glimpse their feet, we're
Our
being-
food from earlier that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, please wear.
Well, this is a full
slippers.
soled slipper, like this is like a slipper you can
I hate this. I did not read the list where you were going to talk about this. I hate this topic. It's so boring.
Well, then move on, take a hold of this shit.
I thought we were going off a different list. Go the yellow side.
No, I wasn't pink, you were gonna go yellow.
Yeah. Boy, I regret it. Holy shit.
So like we have a paper and based on the topics, we color code what we wanna talk about for all these episodes that obviously happen in real time.
I thought it was
And some
some
behind
sort
the
of.
scenes, okay, sorry, just checking in with the two people over there.
Okay,
I'm
so
crying now.
do you have more to talk about with this? Is there another route that you can go?
No, I think we can just keep going with 1B now.
Okay. All right. So that was like a soft,
Oh, God, this is
soft
like
intro.
Swan Lake all over again. And if you haven't been watching this episode we recently put out, so you should check it out. I laughed so hard.
Yeah. By the time
Cried
this is
so
out,
hard.
episode.
Yeah, it'll probably be out for a month.
You cried during the gratefulness tour too a few times.
Well, that was too
Machine.
perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't believe you tried to roast me on that episode, and then, you know, the roaster, or the roasty became the roaster.
Yeah, no, that turned quickly.
Yeah, I sent that one out for the New Year's family update.
I can't.
You can't read?
this from here.
But you have like such thick glasses and so many contacts. How can you not read
We
that?
did this.
I got nothing. Look, over 40. I can read that shit from here.
All right. No, we did that in the
It says
small.
how much. Oh, how much to donate? Yeah, that's been a big issue in the house.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, this is a 1B from Studio Slippers, and the next topic is how much to donate to GoFundMe.
You know, so it's a big discussion because there's a lot of them now, right? And so is there different levels? I guess is the question. So dying from cancer versus I have to pay for a funeral versus my pet needs a surgery. Okay, so are all those all $100? I don't know. I'm saying like, can I take somebody else's life and make it more important than somebody's pet's life? I have a lot of questions about it.
Right. There is no real guidelines on it, and ChatGPT can only take you so far with those questions.
That's why
Like,
we hit the hard-hitting questions here on Two Mics One Marriage.
Yeah, because obviously, like, if someone has, like, cancer and they're dying, like, you donate more, but then there's, like, the pet one, and then it's like, then you have to gauge the pet's ailment.
Yeah, like, is the pet gonna die? Is this, you know, but then
Yeah,
it's
so
also
like,
like, how about after the person already dies and they need funeral funds? Is the funeral funds above or below the person and or the pet?
Well, I guess how much you donate to that one can depend on, and not to get too dark here, if you didn't donate when they were ill, and you're like, all right, well, now I gotta donate more to the funeral.
That wasn't as dark as I thought you were. I thought you were gonna say how much you like the person.
Well, there's that part of it too, of like, yeah.
How compelling is the GoFundMe story? Like, if you get a really good Fundme story copywriter in there, they
Yeah,
can put something really, you know, emotional together for you.
right, yeah, they were a really cool backstory, and you're gonna be motivated.
Does your amount multiply if there's an excess amount of children affected?
I would think,
Ooh,
if I was
ooh,
doing
how
the
about that?
scale, I'd say an extra 25 per child.
Okay.
Below 18.
Oh, okay, obviously, you know.
Once the child is supporting themselves, I don't think that they should be factored into the GoFundMe.
Okay, here's another question. You donate while they're sick. You donate to the funeral. Do you also donate to the college fund to the kids left behind?
Well, what is that?
No, I mean, there's a lot of different GoFundMe pages that I feel like in the worst scenarios, you actually
Then you gotta help their kids.
follow them through the, I mean, maybe there's a trust set. Well, that's what the GoFundMe college fund is. It is helping their kids.
I think it should almost be like, there should be a max. But how is like a 2 drink minimum? There should be like a 3 payment max, I think.
So a
Per
3
life.
GoFundMe recipient
Yeah,
max.
per life.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Someone should write GoFundMe. God, we should need an assistant. There's so many things I would bitch about if I just got someone to write the message for me.
And then, okay, so if we did have the assistant for the GoFundMe equation, what would they do with it? Just write it down and send it to Congress?
Well,
And-
well, first of all, I think we would lobby to GoFundMe corporate about
Yeah.
that 3 max recipient thing. I could really get on board with that. I think that's some good thinking right there.
Yeah.
People should know about that. I don't know if it should be, part of the presidential ballot or not, as far as a major decision in this country, but the way things are going, that might be all we have.
Yeah. Yeah, go.
There's a lot of levels, and like GoFundMe is kind of becoming like the tipping equation.
I would like to see that in the presidential debate. So GoFundMes are getting out of control. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, like I might start a GoFundMe for my student loans, how do you stop that?
Yeah, there was one time,
If everybody out there on YouTube just gives me $1, that's all I need from you.
no, there
Just
was,
$1, for God's sakes. Let me pay off my student loans, or the government will have to.
there was a comic in the scene down here years ago. He doesn't do comedy anymore. I was told he got into porn, but that's a whole different story. But this comic,
That might have been interesting for the podcast, why didn't you put that on the
I
podcast?
just thought of this right now, but it's going back to GoFundMe. So he was like running a show, an open mic or whatever, and he got a parking ticket, and he was like super, super broke. So he started a GoFundMe to help cover the parking ticket, which was like, $150. So what are the rules there? I mean,
Do you think I should do a GoFundMe for my tire from last night? I blew his tire at the open mic last night.
No.
Really blew the tire,
nope, you shouldn't.
I just gotta get to like $80. That could be a very successful GoFundMe. Whoever hits 100% of their target.
By the time this episode comes out, you will have had the new tire.
I know, but I'll still take the money for, the investment.
Okay.
If I can't drive around, I can't bring funny things to all the people out there.
Okay, I would actually like to see you put that out.
No, if I'm gonna do GoFundMe, I already told Pam it's gonna be so she gets a new camcorder.
Yeah.
I think Pam Bruno needs a GoFundMe, but we gotta get her a brand new camera.
You don't think the one from 05?
No, actually she's moved to a phone. She has a phone set up now.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So she's advancing, but yeah,
Alright.
she's taken a giant leap forward from the camcorder that still had the viewer that popped out.
Okay, yeah. Those are new.
I was gonna do that for her birthday, but what's that? Boy, we're just talking about things that we hate, but you wanted to start a special segment that's still a little controversial in the household. Dan came up with the idea to do, because we try to name some of the segments, and then our editor Joey can bring up little 1/3s and it looks adorable. And Dan came up with Linda's meltdowns.
We kind of both came up with that. We had several funny meltdown stories, and we both like alliteration, so we came up with Minnie's
I
meltdowns.
still don't know whether it's weird or not. I mean,
They're funny though. Which one are we tackling first?
well, clearly my hatred for GPS because that's highlighted in pink.
Okay. I can't read this.
You really can't read
Yeah, I
it?
can't read it from there.
God, what type of tally blindy are you?
We're going out of
What
order.
happens when you can't
Okay.
find your way around? I can't navigate a 6/7 frame.
Yeah, that's gonna be dangerous. Okay, so yes.
No, it's like an ongoing thing outside of Dan's blindness is
Yeah, so here, one of Minda's, I'd say consistent meltdowns is anytime Minda has GPS going on her phone or we're driving somewhere and it takes you down a side street or some sort of
When it
route.
doesn't do its job, basically. When it ropes you into some stupid way that it's recommending because it doesn't actually know the area because it doesn't live there.
Okay, so Minda thinks that GPS should be perfect and she'll go, this is stupid, things are way better when we use maps.
No, it was
And-
way better when we just remembered how to get places. I hate, like, you'll just blindly follow whatever GPS tells you. You don't even look it up the route to see, like, is it giving you the best route? Should I go
Are
a
you saying
different
me
way?
or people in general?
Everyone but you, because I don't know everybody else.
You don't look up places that we go either. You don't.
I
no one
do,
does
I
that.
do. Before I utilize GPS,
You
I always
memorize.
look up where it's going, and I know, like, my first 3 moves. The only time I really have to employ it is when it gets to the end, and that's because I didn't write them down the directions. I'm busy.
Okay, so GPS has
Busy.
not been, I'm pro GPS, that it has not been perfected yet. So yeah, it has some issues, but it is way better than the old system, which is maps that, you know, could change, roads change or whatever, and no one has time to map themselves out and remember
Well, that's
where
fine.
they're going.
That's it. You guys just listen to Google, and when the apocalypse or World War III happens, and you gotta get to Buc-ee's or something, you won't know how to fucking get there because you're like, oh, I've been listening to GPS. I never learned how to get there.
And you're gonna know.
I am
Minda,
gonna know. No,
actually,
I don't
guys,
know how to get places.
Minda has.
I'll get
Learn
you
all
there.
around
No,
Buc-ee's.
okay, no, it's not only that. I want to say, in the bottom of our entertainment unit, I have 3 maps. One of the nation, one of the state, and one that's local. So if things go bad, we got hard paper maps to use.
Whoa, what a cool brag.
I'm just saying, I'm prepared.
for this.
You don't even know about how I'm like map prepared. If there's
it's
shit
not
going on in my
interesting,
house that you don't even know about because you think it's boring. I'm
Tell
saving
you
our
to
life.
Talk about studio stuff.
No,
like
God
that.
forbid
Just
we
basically,
can't tap into Google's GPS that's tracking us. At least we got a map.
It's like being mad that like, you know, about like health advancements and stuff too, like that, you know, we have to do all these different things because we haven't completely cured everything. We just haven't got to the solution yet, which is GPS has not been perfected, it has issues, but it's much better than the old system.
Are you trying to have a vaccination discussion with me right now?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure where we're going.
I just don't like,
Modern medicine, listening to.
I don't like downplaying the advancements in our society.
I mean, if it's just gonna teleport me there like the Jetsons, I'd be a little bit more into it, but me just driving an extra long way because GPS doesn't really know the way and it's just going by like data from someone driving around, I don't need that.
Because it's another topical reference.
What reference?
Jetsons.
Shut up! That's the only people who really got to teleport quick. I mean, I don't know who else is doing it.
I don't know.
What
Futurama or something? I just Jetson.
Futurama? I didn't like Futurama. I didn't really like the Jetsons either, but it's like, I thought like cultural. Like seriously, so what?
Linda's living in 1985.
I'm not.
It was 3
I didn't even
maps.
know what was going on in 85. I wasn't old enough.
Yeah. Well, I'm just telling you, you're talking about paper maps and Jetsons.
Being resourceful. I think I don't know. I wouldn't hate on it quite so much because when you can't access your GPS in an apocalypse, you're gonna be the first one running to me for a fucking map. So I just don't
You're
need
not
to
gonna give it to me.
shit. Yeah, no, I will not. Let's see, where did we miss? Oh, we jumped to GPS and we didn't talk about the things that you hate.
Yeah.
we don't have a name for that segment.
James Dilemmas.
Oh,
That's
so
right.
for you it's a dilemma and for me it's a meltdown.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think it's really fair. No, I take that back. It is not fair at all because what we have on the list here is how you are anti-breast reduction. Every night I say it all the time that I'm going to do it so my back doesn't hurt and so I can wear heater tops. And you would have a meltdown if you came home one day and I went from double D to full perky C, you would lose your shit.
Well,
I went to.
You would too?
I'm on team dance.
Yeah, okay, well,
Alright,
of course,
alright,
I'm
I
very
understand.
there.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Another episode. When you're ready for that. But yeah, no, we don't reduce things in our house. That's the rule. We don't reduce things. We only grow.
I'm
we
saying,
increase
but
capacity.
for my
We
own-
increase tenacity. That's
Yeah,
the rule in our
it's-
house.
He's saying that because anytime I want to decrease capacity on a show to make it more manageable, he says that we're not allowed ever to decrease capacity if I can fit more people into a room. Which,
But you do lots of cool things with your boobs at the house. We talked about that in other episodes. And what if you changed it? You couldn't.
no, they
do
would
that?
still be there. You can do tower titties with any set of titties. As long as they're not like
What about
A's.
the high five?
No, I think the high five would work. It would just be like you would just have to raise your hand a little bit. It would be a higher
I don't
high
know.
five.
We'd have to really.
No, it would be a higher
It
high
took us
five.
months to line it up the first
It
time.
really didn't
and
take
it was,
months.
It did. The practice it in the mirror. It was a whole
No,
thing.
that was. You wish. I wish we put much time into it. No, I contend titty car wash, tower titties, titty high five. That could be done. Full C, double D, doesn't matter. In fact, I think you'll get like an even quicker one, like more of like a
We're
jab.
coming too hot.
No, it'll be good.
I don't think it can work.
No, well,
I'm
we'll
gonna-
have to see because that's the first thing to go.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
What do we see?
Yeah. Got it. Alright, so I guess it'll just be something that's on your mind, for the next year or so.
Is that when you're planning to do it? Or
Yeah,
thinking
like
about-
October-ish. I don't have like a weekend
Halloween.
away, yeah, just in time for Halloween,
Oh, okay. I get
yeah,
it.
we
The
does.
timing, that's
Alright, so, that's just notes. I think we talked about everything. Where are we on time? Did we really cut this one
21.
short? 21. So we can just wrap this with one more thing and call it an episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got nothing for that? Or do you want me to just pick something out of the blue? You want me to just
Take something out of the blue, yeah.
Crazy rando. Crazy rando story. Best fun day ever. Ended in the worst fun house ever.
Oh, yes.
The irony, it's like I was living in Orlando Sportshead song. Holy shit. Oh my god, so we had the greatest day, right? Talk about all the things we did that day.
We did. We went, I'm trying to remember.
Did we ride our bikes?
We rode our bikes downtown Del Rey, and there was some sort of festival thing going on, and we went to the little festival, whatever farmer's market thing.
We went to the Cocoa Market,
Cocoa Market.
we got the Del Rey Fair, some shit that was out there, it was festival on festival. We got some cool food. We did happy hour.
Did happy hour.
Yeah, we did the
and
happy hour.
Like around, did we do an Marriott pool?
We did do a Marriott
Did
pool.
Marriott
We
pool.
did the resort pool and spa
Did
by
we-
the ocean.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Yeah, you just gotta get a couple other towels and then you just walk right in. You're just a couple of white people with towels. No one
Yeah.
says nothing.
Choose a character or backstory when you're coming in, and yeah, that's how you do it. And then
Yeah, we did Marriott pool. Did we do? No, we didn't do putting around.
No, we didn't be putting around that day. So yeah, then we went to this carnival on the way back.
Yes, on the way home, one of the churches on the way home to our house from the major avenue had a giant carnival going on. We could see rides, super cool rides.
Yeah, lots of cool rides, and it was like we went in there and you paid for a pass or whatever, and you got to go on a lot like pirate ship, and there was
Yeah.
another one that went up in the air. We rode with a bunch
Yeah,
of
we just got the tickets, we didn't get the
13-year-olds.
bracelet, we went on the ride with some 14-year-olds, and it was super cool, and then we had a couple of the tickets left over to use, and we're like, yo, there's a whole fun house.
in parentheses fun house. So
Yeah, let's have fun in the fun house.
it was like a factory. It was,
Well, I didn't realize, so usually you know how a fun house is, you see the walkway, and then you go into an actual house, and then maybe you get to go upstairs, and you get to go through the thing, and then you drop down, you go through the tube.
one
wait.
floor.
That's Funhouse 101. I've gone to a lot of fucking carnivals and fairs and theme parks. I know this
There's
shit.
funny mirrors, none of that was prevalent in this fun
No,
house.
the walkway, like when
Not themed.
no, well, no, I mean, that's okay. So little carnival, but you walk up and you see like a little walkway and you think it's gonna disappear into a more fun house. So we give her our tickets and then we go up and that's when we realized the fun house was just the walkway.
Yeah.
No tube,
Yeah, it's like a
no
couple,
mirrors.
there's just a couple shaking metal things inside, and kids are just like sprinting by. There's
It was just a walkway with rollers
yeah.
and a couple things like chains to navigate.
Oh, metal.
And that was the whole, it wasn't fun.
It was the size of a trailer park
What do
in
we call it, a
there.
dumbass?
Well, the thing is, it was so shitty that like we had to make the lady take our tickets. She's like sitting there, and we're like, "Yo, it's 2 tickets." She's like, "What?" And we're like, "Yeah, it's 2 to get in."
And she was like, like she wasn't even hitting people's tickets all day because that fun house was so shitty.
And
No, I
I don't think this is a ride.
No.
I think you just gave people tickets.
no, it was part of the carnival,
It
and
was.
like I think what probably happened is she took enough tickets, and then people realized it was just the walkway, and there was no other part to the fun house, and they probably bitched. So like over the course of the day, when people walk up, she's probably just like, just fucking go, because you're gonna see how terrible this shit is.
yeah,
And
yeah.
terrible she never even did this.
Yeah, the real rides were what, 5 tickets, and that was
5,
like
6
2.
tickets, that one was like 2 a piece.
I
We
think
were
the
using
only
like
one
our
was
extra
2.
tickets before we got out of there, because we had gone on the 2 fun thing. You know, it's a stupid local carnival. There's like 2 things worth riding. The other 5 are kind of shitty, and then there's the fun house.
You could be, not even walking quickly, you could be through that thing in 25 seconds.
No, it wasn't a house. I think that's their first mistake. They should have never used the term house or fun. But like, you know, like it was more like
Depressed trailer.
yeah, like Trump's conveyor belt. Like it was just like, you know, it was like the new factory.
Yeah.
You just went down like a little weird conveyor belt, and then you took the stairs down, and then you turned to each other, and you went.
Yeah, if they would
What just
just
happened?
slap up some posters for the Industrial Revolution, it would have made more sense.
Yeah, it was very like, I'm gonna put you in a factory.
Yeah.
Like this is the conveyor belt boxes go
Or
down.
few
for me.
metal shaking things, and it's like 6 inches wide to get through, and every child is trying to cram their way through as they're trying to walk on
Well,
the
to
shaky
be fair,
metal.
the kids were trying to make it fun. Cause
Yeah.
blue. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to do everything they can. They're trying to like scoot through just like the iron like railing. You know, it wasn't even part of the house per se. They're just trying to ride the railing and jump around and hit each other. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, like running up onto the wall.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. So, but I think that's an episode.
That's it.
With the new setup, we got the candle. We have. Oh, I didn't do this.
So,
I hope this episode didn't bomb.
Good one.
We can do it now. There's 7
I have
sounds.
so many questions. There's so many questions. Were you the only adults at this carnival?
No, not at the carnival, but in the fun house.
And
yes.
on the rides in general.
Yeah.
Yes, we were mostly the only ones on the rides, I would say.
We did the pirate ship, and then we did the spinny thing that spanned in a lot of directions, and then we had to.
Do you have video of any of this?
No, why would we take video?
Somebody definitely has video of you two idiots on the pirate ship.
We probably ruined it for a few kids, because like they'd always try and sit together, and then we would like have to sit on their row, like on the big thing that went up in the air and spun, and
Didn't I get yelled at on the pirate ship for not holding on? I put my hands up, and like I knew that I set the top of the pirate ship, and
There you go, you're back and
yeah,
forth.
well, it's okay. It's for effect this time. It's not just like regular conversation. Shut up! It's autofocusing. Okay, the point is I got the guy told me, he did the whistle thing. Okay,
Yeah,
so
like I said. Remember there's a little girl on the ate candy apple the entire time on
So
the pirate ship.
hardcore. And yeah, it was like the red candy apple, and she just sat on that shit and munched on her candy apple.
She probably had 3 teeth when she
Like
got
11.
up.
She didn't give 2 fucks. Well, it was her friends were there. She was like, ah,
Just taking a bite when she reached the apex. Like, it was really impressive. And then just got off and just kept eating it. You applauded her. You were like, way to keep eating that.
yeah, no, I mean, look, greatness recognizes greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
when you see that, you gotta tell them, good.
Yeah.
Way to do you, you know, she didn't care about the boys with her, she just candy apple all over her face, and it was like, you know, hanging off the pirate ship, she didn't let go. I'll
No,
tell you one thing, she held on to that apple, so
no.
I think that's to be applauded, just like getting another episode in. It's been a while. It's nice to be back, on my good side.
Alright, that's an episode. Follow us on all the things.
2 Mics, 1 Marriage, Laughing Spree Studios.
Laughing Spree,
Oh, a lot of people
YouTube,
over there.
Instagram, some of it's on Facebook. You know, just find us. Do
Just
it
stuff,
us.
it'll just be stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and what's it called?
The tour.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, wherever, you know, if you just type it in online at this point, we follow you. Yeah, it's,
People know Google, so.
we've cookied you if you've come to the site. No, I don't, we don't have that
Yeah,
technology.
but it doesn't believe in that like GPS.
Alright, so, you know what I do believe in? Another episode, so I'll see you, we'll see you soon, here from Laughing Spree Studios. I think we'll have this set up for the next few, and then we're gonna change it up.
Just done this, Jesus
Snort.
Christ. Alright, the episode's over, it's
Scene.
done.
What, you say scene, like,
Done, episode
wanna
over.
clap?
No, done.
Done.
Oh my god, you guys.
So, they don't need to see you.
Oh, you don't wanna run it through a second line there?
I wonder, well, I mean,
You don't wanna
we
kill
will.
the allure?
Well, I don't know if it's about that, you know, like, you can only run some shit.
It ended up being like 30 minutes.
Mm.
The live.
Oh yeah, we
was
really
way longer,
riffed on that,
I loved the fun day. The carnival is hilarious. Also, what a choking hazard of that child.
yeah, I'm glad you mentioned something, because we would have even talked about that. I kind of forgot about the girl eating the candy apple thing until.
No, that shit was fucking hilarious.
Alright, so we gotta check off what we spoke about.
So freaking fun.
GPS hatred we did. Alright, GoFundMe's.
GoFundMe is brilliant. That's such a good topic. Because that is like, I'm like, fuck. Am
Yeah,
I supporting another ailment in this person's life? Or how much do I give? I don't really know this person that well, but I feel like a dick if I don't support them.
right, yeah, it's.
I don't know how to stop this.
It's tough. Are we still live? Oh shit.
Yeah, for a second.
I'm like, you heard me.
It's like,
I
start
meant
a
to
poll.
you every minute.